I want to bring this back to what we're doing right here, where we were doing an exercise yesterday with cups and plates. A simple little cart. It doesn't really exist, but eventually it becomes like a quote or an invoice or something, okay? Who can tell me what I have right here in my view cart page?
A quote.
Okay, I haven't saved it as a quote. Why don't I do that? I'll just hit save. Okay? I'm logged out here. Oh, I better go in this loading, huh?
I'm logged out too. We're talking a while.
Yeah. Logan, I can't even remember what my password was. Be more. Okay, I'm just going to go to the quote homepage real quick and grab a quote. See if somebody can tell me what. Oh, some big dollar ones. Let's see what we got. Shares.
So when you say quote homepage, it's clicking that thing on the map, and the first page it takes you to is the homepage for that particular.
You just jump to a subsection of the environment.
And that's what you're calling is the quote homepage or something.
Correct.
That first page you go to.
Correct. And actually, if you go, the quote one may not have that. Let me go back just real quick.
Oh, it says homepage. Okay.
So if I go to the invoice homepage, there's tons of different ways to do it, but it should say invoice homepage.
Okay.
It kind of should tell you roughly
So
where
those
you're at.
12.
Those 12?
12 things will always say homepage.
Correct. I think the customer one might say customer search. I don't know if it says customer homepage,
Okay.
but it basically, you end up getting kind of to a homepage. Any of those main 12? And those main 12 are just the start. Those are our main players.
Okay.
But guess what? If I go to departments, location, corporation,
It will also say homepage.
corporation homepage, department homepage,
Okay.
everything has been kind of categorized under different things. Payroll homepage, FlexGrid homepage, Elements of Time homepage. They're all homepages, tons and tons of different ones. It's a great question. Great question. Okay, awesome. What I wanted to do is I wanted to pull up a quote here real quick. Does anybody have a fun one that they wanted to report on that we had done a few discounts on?
I've got one.
Great. Why don't you give us either a number or something?
Okay, so, maybe I didn't. Nope. I timed out too. Maybe somebody else.
No problem. Just for fun right here, I'm just going to kind of click on one. This one looks like one that Craig did. We'll just kind of pull it up. He had labor, and then he did a discount of 35% off some labor. Perfect. Really quick, going back to this model, just to kind of bring it all in, like it's fun to click and it's really easy. What did we just do? Okay. Craig, this is your guy right here. What can you tell me that we have? What did we make? Probably need a main, right?
Well, yeah, basically, yeah, I started with the main.
Okay, and what do we know about the main? All this information right here is in the main, okay? All that information is in this little teeny cup, okay? We know it's a quote, we know a date, and we know a whole dollar figure.
Right.
We know a location, and we also know a very, very important thing. What's that 31? What does that deal with?
Well, it's the, this is the quote.
That is
Right.
its ID number,
ID,
okay?
yeah.
Everything in that quote is tied to 31, okay? So we basically have the platter and the main cup, and we've stacked those little pieces in it. What else do we know about this? We've got a couple line items, right?
Yeah, and then we know who created it and
Okay.
who was involved.
So we would add our line items
Right.
to it. And if I actually were to come in here and I click on history, I bet you it would say your name up there.
Right.
History created by Craig, okay? So I have a
Right.
a system maintained history piece, okay? That's how simple that little piece is, okay? Very, very simple. There's a whole bunch of other cups. How many of you guys have done any customers or anything yet? Let me ask you this. Would you guys like to go towards customers, or would you like to go towards actual physical items that have costs and custom and stuff like that? Where would you guys like to go?
customers myself.
Customers, okay, are we okay with that? We'll just take a quick little thing. So what we're gonna do, if I actually was gonna do it, I need another container that I actually could connect a customer to this. And guess what? Chris actually said, I've got one that has one customer plus another, or potentially another side job. So she actually wanted to add multiple customers to a little thing. Okay, very possible, yes.
So can I ask you something? The quote I was just working on, I hadn't saved it yet. So I thought that I hit save quote, but when I go back, it's not showing up on the quote. But then it said I was timed out. So if I was timed out,
It was,
it just was like it wasn't there.
your session just got erased. So basically what happened there, like, wow, that was really quick. What happened was is the server actually reset itself in between. It wasn't a 2-hour stretch like a normal thing.
Uh-huh.
The server, what it does is it has like little fail-safe modes in it type thing, okay?
Uh-huh.
So if it gets a major attack, what it does is instead of just taking it, it goes like this. Okay, I'm back now. Like, it's a reset. It's a reset on the server. And so you happen to be in the middle of something, oh man,
Yeah,
I
I
missed
lost
it.
mine too.
You know what? You just re-add it back in. That's called a reset. And what it does is it's actually kind of a hack prevention thing, but it basically kind of does that thing for load capacity.
We must have all got kicked out.
Basically, that's it.
Well,
When
if it
everybody
happened,
gets
if the
kicked out.
server went down, all of us should have been kicked out. and
Yep,
that's something
the
else.
server goes down, they quickly reset it. What it does is when they reset that, you know how we were talking about that little session?
Mhm.
What ends up happening is it goes, clears all the sessions, like, I better start over again. Who's really in here? And what it does is it's actually a way, it's a load balancing thing so that it helps the system, and so it doesn't just fall under major attack type thing, okay? Like, there are some vicious people out there, right?
Was it that, or did we lose internet?
Nope, the internet wouldn't matter, that just would break a connection, okay? Like, hey, I can't connect to the server. But if the server says, I'm gonna clear everybody's carts, type thing, then that basically says the server went into a temporary, and then it came back, okay, who wants to play? Oh, I don't know who you are, you need to log back in again. So that's already set up in the whole system as far as how that works.
That's the browser, that's the,
The browser's trying to connect back to the server, but because the session was cleared, the login session, all your little things where you're storing your personal pieces, it basically says, hey, I don't know who you are, I'm gonna force you back out to the login page.
okay.
So that's security, that it basically just dishes you back out if you get kicked out of that particular way or style or anything like that.
It just said I should have saved it right away and instead of letting it sit there for a while.
I'd say don't cry over saved milk. How long did that take? 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Go spend 2 minutes. Like, literally, don't worry if you're in there and you're like, bam, 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 and it does kick you out, it'll happen. It will happen. You're using a web interface, okay? If you do get kicked out, what you do is you're like, where was I? You go back and you kind of restart again. If you're like, oh, I only got half of that edited like I wanted to, you just click on it, you re-edit, and do the things. Most times you're able to just go bam, 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 but there will be times when you will be kicked out. I didn't plan that, but that's a great thing to know.
Same as like a power outage, you had to
Yeah.
have saved.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
It's part of the monkey. So, awesome. Cool. So that's pretty simple. We're going to go to customers now. We already assigned some permissions. So let's have everybody go to the main map again.